Hello, my name is Hannah, and I just wanted to share my health journey on how I have gotten my health back with Hotze Health and Wellness Center. My journey started years prior. However, in the last couple of months is when my journey with Dr. Hotze and his staff began. And over 15 years ago when I was 14, I ended up getting very sick. I had Epstein-Barr. I ended up having my gallbladder removed, having several different procedures done that a teenager normally shouldn't have to go through. At that time, we were just, not sure what to do, where to go, who to see. And so my health continued to decline throughout the teenage years and into my college years. And in 2007, I was diagnosed with Lyme disease. At that time, we were extremely thankful for a diagnosis, not really knowing what was actually happening and what was going on, what Lyme disease meant, and the impact that that would have on the rest of my life. And so I started getting treatment. My parents supported me through all of it, and I did very well. I was never completely healthy, but I was able to manage, and I did well. I was able to get through college and start working. The Lord led me to a child care center where I loved working with the students. I loved my job. I loved working in the church there, and I enjoyed it. But the stress of being in a child care center and the responsibilities that had took its toll on my body, and my body began shutting down again. And it was time for me to quit so I could focus on my health and get my health back again. I moved back home to live with my parents and start treatment with a new doctor, and the doctor and his team are wonderful. They've done more for me than I can begin to explain. They helped get my life back at that point, but they told me that I was never going to be able to live life like a normal 20-something-year-old should. I had to live like I was 40, or like I was 60, and I couldn't stay out late. I couldn't work too hard. I had to manage my stress load and all of that, and that's all important. But it's also difficult to do. Life is full of stress, it's full of disappointments, it's full of joy, all of those things, and that all took a toll on my body. And so I tried as hard as I could to manage that and do the best I could. And I did well. I was able to start working again and live on my own. Eventually, the Lord brought a wonderful man into my life that I was able to marry. He made the decision to stick with me through all of my health issues. We were very upfront with each other, and he knew what he was getting into, or what he thought he was getting into at that point. We were so excited. We got married in April of 2015, and just really excited about what the Lord could do with our family and what was going to happen, and our future together. But we really didn't know and understand what the whole future held for us, and we still don't know everything, but seeing a little bit more of what the Lord had in store for us, we were excited. And in January of 2016, we found out that we were expecting our little girl. Her name is Julia, and she is just a joy, and we love her to death. She is as rotten as can be. But as I progressed through my pregnancy with her, my pregnancy took its toll, and I became very ill again. I could tell that I was having all the same symptoms of the Lyme disease flare-ups and the pain, all of the symptoms. Lyme mimics MS, lupus, fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue, pain syndromes, everything you can possibly imagine. And so I was having all of those symptoms throughout my entire pregnancy, and not being able really to manage it well because of being pregnant. You're limited on what you can take. And so as I went through my pregnancy, I finally got to delivery, and I thought, okay, we're done. I can fix this now. Well, the labor ended up taking 40 plus hours, and was very difficult on my body as well. And so all of this stuff just started adding up, and my body started shutting down. And I had a newborn to take care of, so I didn't have an option. It was time to take care of her, and I was a mom, so you do what you have to do in order to take care of your baby. Well, Julia ended up having severe acid reflux, which meant she did not sleep at all. And when I say not sleep, I meant 20 minutes was about as much as we got. I had to hold her on my chest if I wanted to sleep any more than that. And so, it was very difficult during the first couple of months. She didn't gain weight. That was stressful for a mom to know that, your daughter's not well, something's wrong, and just try to figure out what to do for her. And so the stress kept mounting and the health issues kept growing. By the time my daughter was 4 months old, I knew my body was done. I couldn't take any more. I started losing all of my hair. About half to probably 2/3 of my hair fell out. I could not lose weight for anything. I tried and tried, and I did not lose a single pound. I just kept watching the scale go up, and that was frustrating. My pain level was through the roof. I mean, I was dealing with, a pain level of an 8 or higher every day. And not being able to take care of my daughter through that, let alone make dinner, keep up with housework, and all of the other things that a wife needs to do. So the stress of that was adding as well, and just I couldn't get out from underneath my health issues. And so, my doctor was frantic looking for what was going on, and as the months progressed, I ended up getting worse. My allergies started to flare up. I started having horrible food allergies. That food allergies went to having allergies to perfumes and scents and chemicals and being outside and all of these different things. And so I could see that I was just getting worse. And my husband was getting scared because he didn't know what to do to help. My doctor told me I had maxed him out and I needed to seek help of specialists. I tried to going to specialists and nobody could help me. They told me to have a nice life and good luck with what I was facing because I didn't fit into their box. They weren't going to help me. And so leaving offices in tears, very frustrated. My Lyme doctor told me that it was probably time to move. He diagnosed me with mast cell activation syndrome, which is when your body produces too much histamine. So it sees everything as an allergen. So literally I was reacting to my own body, I was reacting to life, I was reacting to everything. I would break out in hives in the shower because of the water. And so, I was reacting to everything at that point. He told me that because we lived in the Ohio Valley, the air quality was very low and very poor, and that we probably needed to get somewhere cleaner, get somewhere where there is no humidity, and see if that would help. So we took a vacation out to Colorado, and I felt so much better for the week I was here. And we decided to pray and seek the Lord and see if that's what we needed to do. And we've made the decision in August of 2017 to move to Colorado Springs. We love it here. It's beautiful. It's difficult to be away from family and friends, but we had a great church that helped us get settled here and different things, and we're very grateful for them. But as I was here, I started to feel better. My allergies weren't so severe, but I was never healthy, and I still was gaining weight as the months progressed, and still losing hair, still in severe pain, not able to do anything. And finally, a man from our church recommended that we check this doctor out. His wife had faced similar issues, his daughters had faced similar issues, and they had watched several videos from this doctor, and he really thought it would be a help for us. And so he told us to think about it, to pray about it, and to check this doctor out. So we did, and that doctor was Dr. Hotze. And we started watching videos, we got the books, and we really felt like Dr. Hotze and the Hotze Health and Wellness Center would be able to help me. So we made the appointment to get the free consultation and discuss the health issues, and sent my whole history in to them so they knew what was going on, to make sure that we were the right fit. And thankfully we were. They were willing to help and see what they could do for me. So we made the decision to make an investment in our health. And this was an investment for not only me, but for our whole family. Because if you don't have your health, you don't have anything. And so we headed to Houston, And from the moment we walked in to the door at the Hotze Health and Wellness Center, we were treated like royalty. We were treated like kings and queens, and everybody was just so friendly and so helpful and so understanding. I saw Dr. Angelica Clark, and she was very familiar with mast cell activation syndrome. She was very familiar with Lyme disease and all of the things that go along with all of those. And so she was on top of everything. She knew my history. We were able to just start developing a plan for my health and how to get my life back. We set goals. We set out a plan. She said that I had severe adrenal fatigue, I had thyroid issues, I had hormonal issues, I had all of these things that I'd probably been dealing with for years, and just kept compounding, and finally my body had had enough after I had my daughter. So we were so excited after we left there that we had hope again. We finally had hope again after a year and a half of dealing with this. We knew that we were on the right track. And so we started our plan. We got home. I started feeling better within the week of the different supplements and medications I had started on. And then I added in the yeast-free diet. At that point, I thought it was impossible to do. But now that I've been on it for almost 4 months, I can tell a difference in my life. As I started my program, I could tell I started having my hair grow again, my joint pain started to decrease, my energy level started to increase, I was sleeping better, I started losing weight, all of these wonderful things I started seeing great improvements in, and I didn't want to get too hopeful yet because I thought, this can't last. And so as I, went through the last couple of months, sticking to my routine, sticking to my diet, and all of that, I have actually been able to be a mom again and to be a wife again. I am able to take care of the house, to do the dishes, to do laundry. For me, laundry was the hardest task because I couldn't fold the clothes. It took too much energy for me, and today I was able to do 4 loads of laundry and catch everything up from the past week. And so, that to me has helped. And I can see those improvements every single day. I'm able to take my daughter out for a walk. We're able to play. I can get down on the floor with her and let her ride on my back. I can play with her. I can do ring around the rosy. All of those things that I took for granted that I would be able to do with my daughter that I hadn't been able to. So I am just thrilled to see the difference in my life over the last couple of months, and that is because of Dr. Hotze, because of his team, and the help that we received there. I know that the Lord has given them the wisdom and the knowledge in order to help so many wives and mothers and men, women, children to get their lives back. And I am just so grateful for the improvements that we've seen. We know that this journey is not over yet, and we've got a lot more to go. We've got many more months ahead of us, but we will get there, and I am so excited that we actually have the hope to do that. And so, thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing in my journey. I want to thank all of my friends and family back in Ohio that have prayed for us and encouraged us in this journey. We appreciate your help and your support. And thank you to Dr. Hotze and his staff for the impact that you've had in our lives. We greatly appreciate it.